Recently, I have performed ruqyah on a non-Muslim friend of mine. And now the question is, can I perform a ruqyah? Because I'm not even a scholar. Like, how do I know what to perform? This is usually the confusion or misconception between people, especially in the South Asian countries, where if something goes wrong with a human, something with their spiritual health, then we usually run to the imam or to the muftis or the maulanas, but we forget that we also have the weapon fight against this unseen around ourselves which can harm us, and it is specifically just from the Quran. And we learn to read the Quran from the very childhood of ours, and there are some very specific surahs that we have to memorize from our very childhood. They are very attached and dearest to us, and guess what? Those are the ones you can read just to perform ruqyah on yourself. I don't know if you have seen that video where a Russian magician talks in an interview that how she can't perform any kind of magic or black magic or sihr, or can't send any kind of jinn to a practicing Muslim. The jinns can't find them to harm those people. So I guess you can just watch the video. I'll put the link in the comment below. And that's really important to read these specific ayats from the Quran just to heal yourself. I mean, you can read like anything from the Quran, but there are some specific that will heal you, because every single sentence from the Quran will give you peace, will give you healings. That's the main thing. Now, what can you read to perform ruqyah on anyone or on yourself? First thing, Surah Al-Fatiha. Like we are reciting Surah Al-Fatiha in every single rakats of our prayer. So that's the opening of the Quran. Next, you can read Surah Al-Ikhlas. This is basically everyone's favorite surah and the smallest one existing in the Quran. Then you can read Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Nas. These two particular surahs will save you from any kind of unseen existence around us, which we can't see, but they are there and they can harm you during sunrise and sunset. Then you can read the ayats from Surah Al-Baqarah, Ayatul Kursi. So some people might not memorize Ayatul Kursi, but it is the best if you can memorize Ayatul Kursi, or even you can see and read it. I also try to read Surah Al-Baqarah, the last two ayats of Surah Al-Baqarah, and the meanings of last two ayats, especially the last one, is very in-depth and also very beautiful, so that's why I love to read it. It even comes in Sahih al-Bukhari, narrated by Aisha radiallahu anhu, and she said that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he used to get sick, he used to read Surah Al-Ikhlas, Surah An-Nas, Surah Al-Falaq, and he used to take his both hands and blow on his hands and then wipe both of his hands on his body, and particularly on the parts that is hurting. So basically, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to read this to heal himself. And sometimes when he used to be too much sick, Aisha radiallahu anhu herself used to do it on him. That's why it is mandatory that we learn these specific small surahs that's gonna heal us, that is gonna save us from evil eyes, black magic, etc., which can literally take you to the grave. So it's up to you.